This is a sprayer I built about 2 years ago. It's using a 55-gallon plastic drum. For the lid, I cut this off my 15-gallon yard sprayer and siliconed it on. Motor's a Predator from Harbor Freight, 79 cc's. Using a Lovejoy connector for 5/8 shaft, and both the motor shaft and the pump shaft's 5/8. It's a 0.75 Lovejoy connector, I believe. And a Delevan 4900 roller pump. This pump's worked okay for 2 years now. I've sprayed about 1,000 gallons with it. Had little problem with a seal leak. I emailed the company, they sent me another seal. Haven't had any problems since then. The pressure regulator I'm using here, you can see the supply line, the valve to turn the liquid on and off, filter. It's coming in through the pump, goes through the pump, and goes out to the spray hose. And if the spray hose is off, there has to be a pressure relief valve to release the pressure, and that's what this is right here. I keep it pretty much wide open. Sprayer works fine that way. Make sure if you do build one, the first time you start it, you've got the valve completely released, because it has to release that pressure to let the motor start. And it's you can see here, a T-Jet model 8460. So what it does, it has a spring up in here, and when the pressure gets too high, it pushes the spring up, and then the spray goes back into the tank. So I'll give you another view here. Some suggestions I might have is, for any of this plumbing right here, don't use PVC. I first started off with PVC. I had problems with it breaking. I've sprayed probably now with the metal fittings 1,000 gallons. Not had any problems. The hose is just a Harbor Freight 3/8 hose. I originally was using a 100-foot hose and one of their wall-mounted roll-up hose reels, and I had it mounted here, not on this, but I had it mounted here. I wasn't getting good pressure when I was using all that, so now I'm using about 25-30 foot of just plain 3/8 air hose. I haven't had any problems with it. I did order a chemical hose, but haven't had a need for it yet. The sprayer hand one I'm using is Valley Industry, and it's a 22-inch, I believe. It's adjustable. It'll spray a stream or a fan. I'm using this for blackberries. I have 80 acres and have a lot of wild blackberries that I'm trying to kill out because they're taking up pasture land. So I've been spraying Remedy in the fall, having good success killing the blackberries out. The frame's just a little tube I made out of tubing, welded up here. You can see I've got a piece of 2-inch tubing on each side to hold the barrel in place. I use this both in the back of my truck and on the tractor. I just use the back hay spike like a platform to set it on, put some boards on it, spray directly from the tractor. So let me start it up and show you how it works. Okay, I'm going to start the motor. Again, it's Harbor Freight motor, 79 cc's. The pump needs to run at a maximum of 2,600 RPM. The motor runs about 3,100 RPM, so I keep it turned down on lower speed. So I'm going to start the motor up. Put it on choke.